Okay, so now you have the next two pieces of your dress that you need to assemble. Um, you have your long strip, and you should cut it on the fold. Um, and what you're going to do is you're going to do a narrow hem all along the edge of what is going to be the bottom portion of the ruffle, because the top part portion of the ruffle you're going to attach to you will attach to the other part of the dress. So let me go make this ruffle and I'll come back and show you what I mean. Okay, now this part can get a little tricky, but I'd like to tell people, don't be afraid of your ruffler foot. It's not as big and scary as you may think. So what you're gonna do is put the middle section of the dress underneath your ruffler foot, and there's a lot of really great videos on YouTube on how to do this. And then, as you can see, I basically took my strip of red, which is going to be my trim, my ruffle, and I did a narrow hem, and I'll show you that in another video. And now I'm going to run the part that I want ruffled, and you see you don't have to do ruffles first and then attach them. I'm just going to run it through the ruffler, just kind of give it a little tug so it comes back out the other side. And we are just about ready to start attaching. We're just about ready to start attaching this ruffle. So I'm going to let my little feed dog foot down. And I used to be really scared, and push this a little closer for you, of my ruffle foot, but I got past that, and now I can do ruffles all day long, which is so cool because they make everything look so pretty. So just start out slow, and you know your ruffle foot is going to make a lot of noise, which is okay, and you just keep going until you get it done. Okay, as you can see, we're getting it all together. You've got your bodice piece finished. You attached your ruffle to your centerpiece. You made your ruffles. And don't worry if they're not perfect, because you can do this. Do not be afraid of ruffles. And next thing we're going to do, we're going to attach these two pieces together, and you're almost done. I told you this was easy. One of the next steps that you want to do is you have your middle section and it's still open, but you want to take your two end pieces together and stitch all the way along this edge right here, and then I'll show you how to attach it to the inside to your bodice. Okay, once you've stitched up the back section of your dress, you want to find that center seam and take your bodice piece, and you have that opening seam. Here, let me lay this down and pin it where I want it to go. And, okay, so we know that we want it to stay closed. Okay, so you've got that done. Now you want to take this and you want to put it on the inside of the dress, because you're gonna stitch it closed. Okay, so you're basically putting the two right sides of the fabric together. And make sure you double check. I always have to. I've been doing this so long, but still want to double check. Make sure that your dress, when you stitch it, is going to come out the two right sides together. So, once again, you're going to line up your center back seam of the bodice with the center back seam of the dress, and you're just going to pin all the way around on the inside of this casing. Let me do that and I'll show you. Okay. As you can see, I pinned all along the inside opening, attaching the bodice to the skirt portion. So I already went ahead and stitched it, and I'm going to take all the pins out, and we'll turn it inside out, and you'll see how pretty it is. Now, what I will probably do later on, or what you will do, I'm sure, you're going to go back with your overlock foot on your sewing machine and stitch this and make it come out looking very, very, very professional. It's going to be really hard for people to tell that this is not a store-bought dress. So, can't wait. Ooh, make sure I get all the pins out. Turn it inside out. Fluff it all out here, and ta-da! Look at that! Isn't that lovely? Let me move back a little bit so you can see. You now have a very lovely, adorable little dress for the little girl in your life. So I hope you understand that this was really super easy. The pattern is going to be available for pre-sales only, because you'll see a link down below on how I'm working to get the pattern, make the pattern available to you. And thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's little activity. Oh, and let me show you. Oh, for the back of the bodice, here you can either put a snap, and I'm going to show you in another video the snap, this new really cool snap button thing that I found. Actually, let me go ahead and do one, and I'll show you that. Okay, and I'll show you what I did for the back part of the dress. I added a snap instead of a buttonhole or Velcro. And they have these snap making kits, these little plastic kits in the stores nowadays, and they're so great. And basically you just snap it together. These are really durable. Trust me, I've been tugging at them to see if they, come apart. And they're really easy. Really great for children's clothing. I think they normally use these for like diapers and whatnot. But anywho, that's all there is to it. Another easy peasy, super simple, very cute children's dress. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and please pre-order the pattern.